This is my interior, all my components. I couldn't hide them, so I took a flat sheet of styrene and I cut it to fit real nice, and then I sprayed it to the charcoal color gray. It looked pretty neat, I think. And here the interior is setting in using the magnets there. Alright, here's one of the early, it's not quite finished, but one of the early stages of it getting close. Here you can see a little bit of that pipe bumper. I put in some black or some styrene behind the pipe bumper. My steering rod, where it looks more realistic there. The doors in the crevices in the door, to make it look more realistic, I took black paint and diluted it a little bit with water and just used a napkin and rubbed it in the crevice and then wiped it clean so I get a more realistic look. Painted the door handles black. I used two bodies to make this work because these are like the fender flares, and I cut the fenders out of another one to make those work. And here's the other one. Here's this other one that I used, that I cut the fenders out of, and I started to make like a buggy. I quartered the top of it to where it's narrow. It's about the same width as the micro crawler body. But yeah, I cut those out and then filed it down and made it fit real nice. Another thing I did was the tires. These are I got these tires from I got them from RC 4-wheel drive, and they're these Mickey Thompson Baja Claws. And I also bought these Rock Crusher for my son's other rock crawler. But I took and I cut lugs out. We use an X-Acto knife here. You kind of, because there would be a lug there, and there would be a lug there, and there would be like one right here. So I cut those out so I get more grip. And I thought it looked cool too. Let's see. This is a side view, and you'll notice that these tires, they're deep dished because I cut. Wish I had an example. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can get a wheel so I can get a better description of how I did this. This is not the exact. This is a big wheel, but it'll work. Okay. So what I did. Let's see if you can see this. So what I did to make it a deep dish. Like I said, this isn't a micro wheel, but this is actually a Jado wheel. But all I did was, see how it's sitting out? I took X-Acto knife and I cut all the way around right here. I took this piece off, flipped it around, and stuck it on the inside. And on the micro wheel, it worked really well. I just super glued it really good to where it hold. And then and it looked pretty aggressive. I didn't have to buy one of those axle widening kits. So, and this is the trailer. Like I said, my son's already got one. I got him one last year, a regular micro crawler. So I thought it would be cool. He's always trying to build a trailer. He was like 10 at the time. And so I bought the metal one that you can find at the hobby store, but I didn't like it because it was real heavy. So I took that diamond sheet and some of the other square tubing, solid square tubing, and I made a trailer to fit. And then I used the tires, or the wheels I used from this truck. It had the 2 wheel options. These are the stock wheels. And then the tires I had to get from another kit, and then I scuffed them up so they make them look real. Turned out pretty good. And then there you see it sitting on the frame, on the chassis, and you could tell, this is how big these tires are in comparison. These are like 44s or bigger or something in real life. Okay. Let's see, there's a picture of it more complete. I used aluminum. You can get aluminum sheets so you can use for like trim and stuff like that in mirrors. So I put that aluminum in behind the clear backup lights, and then I also put it on the mirrors. Also, I made some mirrors that were supposed to look like heavy duty. Towing mirrors. There you can see that. That's a better view where you can see the tires cut. And you kind of see that mirror up there. Let's see. It's not sitting. I had to change the stance. I forgot what I had to do, but the body was sitting wrong. But I got that fixed. And there's my son's. This is the old one, and I bought these are the tires that I bought for it, and I brought them home for Christmas. And then I brought a whole bunch of styrene because I figured we could do something, a build together. And what we did, we went on to the RC we went on to this site and just looked at some of the trucks, some of the micro crawlers, and he picked out a body that he liked, and we tried our best to make the body. And this is like the worminator, I think, is what it's supposed to look like. And it's got pretty good flexibility. It was pretty fun for both of us to do. And there's a picture of it, and there's a picture of them together. And on the trailer, he painted it with this one of those cheap airbrush kits with an aerosol can. It didn't work really good at all, but it had this stencil in it, and it had like a camouflage thing, so that was pretty cool. And that's I think that's pretty much it. There's one more picture of them together, but I hope y'all liked it.